Hi guys, as you already know that we are studying these days the neurophysiology. In neurophysiology here I am discussing the spinal tracts. In spinal tracts, they are the tracts that are present in white matter, right? Present in white matter. It is very important to remember, right? It is always present in white matter. Tracks, whether they are ascending or descending tracks, they are always in the white matter, and they all are composed of myelinated nerve fiber. They're composed of myelinated nerve fiber, right? White track, all the tracks are present in white matter, but they're surrounded by the gray horn, right? Or the gray matter. Now we have two types of spinal tracts. We have ascending spinal tract. Ascending means from lower to upper, and we have descending spinal tract. Descending from upper to lower, right? So as we are discussing the spinal tracts, we have ascending and we have descending spinal tract. Ascending is the one that carry the sensory information, and descending is the one that carry the motor information. As their name said, ascending, it take the sensory information to the brain, and descending, it is motor. From brain, the impulses come back to the effector organ to perform the specific motor function, right? In ascending, we have spinothalamic tract, we have spinothalamic tract. Now we have two types of spinothalamic tract: anterior spinothalamic tract, and the other is the lateral spinothalamic tract. Lateral carry pain and temperature sensations to the brain, while the anterior one, it carries the pressure and touch sensation to the brain, right? This is sensory information. Anterior spinothalamic tract carries the pressure and touch sensation to the brain, and lateral carries the pain and temperature sensation. And this is the one spinothalamic tract. The other tract is dorsal column tract. Dorsal column tract, or the medial lemniscus. Medial lemniscus. I have a mnemonic for this: PTV, to remember the sensations carried by these. We have from P we have pressure, from T we have touch, V we have vibration, and the other P is proprioception or position. Alright, this is all about the sensory pathway or the ascending pathway. Now the common pathway of this ascending is, first it has to take sense at the posterior hemisphere. First the sensory neuron go to hemisphere that is of the spinal cord, that is the posterior hemisphere, right? From posterior hemisphere of spinal cord, it synapses right there. After synapses, it decussate or cross and go into the white matter of opposite side, and then again synapse there. After synapse, it goes into the brain, mostly into the cerebral cortex area or thalamus area. Now after synapses, the order changes. First order neuron, here it do posterior horn, it do synapse first order neuron, then at the white matter do synapse third order neuron, second order neuron, and then in the brain the third order neuron. Here you can see that if this is the spinal cord, this sensory information, this here it synapses in the posterior hemisphere, and then here, and then in the brain. This is the third order neuron. This is all for the ascending neuron. Then here comes the descending. Here I'll explain you the descending tract. Descending tract, we have corticospinal. Also the name determined, cortico, from cortex to the spinal, so it is coming down, cortex to the spinal cord, right? This is pyramidal pyramidal. It controls the voluntary movements, right? And the other is extrapyramidal. Extrapyramidal, that controls the involuntary function. Involuntary functions involve the reflexes, right? It is also present in white matter. White matter. The information which is carried up by the ascending tract is bring down by the descending tract, right? Now it has the first order neuron in the cerebral cortex, which originates from the cerebral cortex and then come down to meet the lower motor neuron that is present in the spinal cord, right? Again, it synapses and the anterior horn. The ascending synapses in the posterior horn, while it synapse at anterior horn of spinal cord. From there forms the third order neuron, and then it goes to the affected organ, right? And it decussate, or it shifts or to the opposite side in the spinal cord, also as same as that of the ascending tract, right? This is all for spinal tracts.